Hey everybody, I'm that one person. Welcome back to Disney's The Haunted Mansion on GameCube. This is literally immediately after the last episode. I haven't even gotten up from my chair. Oh, we last left off, we were in the kitchen, and these plates were flying at us. Um, so this is one of the more obnoxious puzzles in this game. What we're supposed to do to light this room up is to get those plates to shoot at every single one of the bottles in this room, such as these two, to link that fire all the way to this fireplace. You need to hit every single one. And so, you know what? Instead of just cutting it out or pausing the episode, I figured I would dedicate an entire episode to this room. Well, maybe not an entire episode, but it might become that point. Although, to be fair, we've only done like or 2 rooms an episode so far, so it's not that long, that much longer or shorter. But yeah, this is gonna be long, this is gonna be obnoxious. But for now, I guess I should elaborate on something I mentioned at the beginning of this series. At the beginning, I mentioned that this game actually gave me nightmares when I was younger, and I figured since it would be a nice topic to talk about, I might as well mention one of these nightmares. It's not very much, it wasn't very... it's not like a whole big story, and it didn't affect me that much. But for some reason, I distinctly had a nightmare where one of the basic enemies, like the weird white-faced things with a black cloak over their head, was just kind of flying around above my closet doors for some reason. And I don't know why, but yet it freaked me out enough so that I pretty much stayed in bed the whole night without moving. I think I even hid under my covers the whole night, too. Because I thought that if I poked my head out and I got caught, it would, attack me or something. I don't know. I was a weird kid. But yeah, that genuinely freaked me out. I'll probably be talking about more of my memories of this game as we get further in the series. But I just figured I might as well throw that out there now. Oh my god, am I really supposed to... I could probably just jump up and down right here. And it'll probably get these two. Nope. Maybe if I go further back, increase the arch or something. Yeah, that works. Okay. But yeah, I'll probably be talking more and more about my memories and experiences of this game. Just because why not, you know? You guys probably wanted more of that during my last series, but there wasn't much to talk about, really. At least in terms of past experiences and memories. It was just another game that I played a lot as a child, despite never watching the show. Okay, here comes the obnoxious part. Oh, it's this one. That one moves a lot more than most other objects in this game do, I feel. Or maybe they've all been moving that much, and it's just like a GameCube thing. Or maybe they're supposed to move that much, and the PS2 version, the one that I played, didn't move that much. So it's a PS2 issue, I don't know. But I really wish it wasn't this obnoxious to find these things. I already mentioned this, but those Banshee enemies that we saw introduced in this room were genuinely terrifying to me. So much so that, I'm not sure if I mentioned this earlier, but I never actually played this game when I was younger. Even though I've been saying I have been throughout this series, it was actually, I was too afraid. I would actually just watch my sister play this game. Because she was actually brave enough to play it, as in this didn't scare her for obvious reasons. But this was genuinely terrifying to me as a kid. Like, I just wasn't brave enough. It freaked me out, gave me nightmares. I just couldn't deal with this game. Nowadays, I can get through it without a care in the world because it's really not that scary. But if you're like a child playing this game, this may very well traumatize you. So many spiders. Maybe I don't know. I was gonna say maybe that's why I'm afraid of spiders nowadays. But I mean, I don't know, probably not. Okay, so this room is terrible. This episode just has a lot of terrible and obnoxious rooms. Uh See, the thing is, this room is a maze, and you're probably very confused because it looks like a very small room. And now it has become clear to you how this room is a maze. Because you have to navigate this room, but you can't actually see what's coming because the walls move around with you. So you just have to hope that you get the right way. Like, you're trying to find these doors right here, but like, there are so many different layers to this, and I don't remember the path for this at all. I mostly just kind of walk around until I find the way out. This game has a lot of cool little gimmicks and effects like this, but the problem with that is that a lot of the time, like, they're cool visually, but in terms of gameplay, it's not great. I'm gonna be honest with you. I mean, that sounds very negative. I don't mean to say that this game is bad by any means. I still very much so enjoy it, and it's got a lot of interesting and cool things throughout it. And I know that I saw the door just there. I just wanted to explore around a little bit more. I think this is pretty much all. Yeah, okay. So we just have to go this way now. But yeah, this game has a lot of cool things about it, and it is pretty fun sometimes. It's just that sometimes they have things that were not good ideas to put in the game. But I mean, hey, everyone makes. Oh Jesus! I never noticed that shit before. I don't think I even saw that ever before. But that bear's head is moving, and that's actually creeping me out. I'm getting out of here. I never noticed that before. Okay. Not only did we find something new while we were playing this, it also sent chills down my spine. Okay, I'm being cornered. I'm being cornered. I have to go back to the creepy ass teddy bear room to get the health pickup. Just get it and get out. We don't have to stick around here any more than we have to. Also, I just remembered something else that terrified me when I played this game as a kid. Check out our health icon. When you get to low health, that thing actually, like, I don't know why, but our main character, Zeke, is one of the most terrifying things in this mansion. Like, I don't know why, but that face, mostly the eyes, just creep me out. Okay, we just went in a circle, I think. Oh my god, this room is the worst, but I still gotta keep looking around because there's like a thing that I want to find in here. There's like one of those lecterns we found earlier with what's-his-face's journal on it. I don't remember where it is, though. We're just back to the creepy-ass teddy bear room. Fuck it, I'm out of here. Just getting out of this place. It's probably in a different room anyways. I forgot where the door was. There it is. Also, I never noticed that that has like a sliding door thing go down once we go through those doors. I always thought that was just the backside of the doors. Which I guess doesn't really make that much sense now that I think about it. I say in a room where the very walls are moving along with me. I think way too hard about video games sometimes. Like about the logic and things. Like when I'm playing something like this, I shouldn't be trying to think logically, I should just be going with the flow. But yeah, I don't do that. I tend to think about like how the physics and everything works, and then I quickly realize, oh yeah, it doesn't because it's a fucking video game, not reality. I make mistakes like that a lot. Oh, I am hopelessly lost in this one. There's probably like a map of these rooms on the internet somewhere, but I'm not gonna do that. That's cheating. I'm just going around in circles. Oh my god, we're back at the start. Oh my god. No, you know what? You guys are gonna suffer with me. You guys are gonna see just what this game makes you go through. I know I said this is a good game, but some moments, just man, every game has those moments where when you're thinking about playing through it again, you remember that one part, and it's like, you know what? Actually, I don't think I want to play through this game again. This and the kitchen are like two of the biggest of those specific moments for me in this game. But we found the lectern and a lot of enemies. You guys are gonna see just how well I can spam buttons in this series. Because my god, there's a lot of enemies.
We must have the beacon of souls. The Brotherhood has been wise to keep it hidden from us. In secret it travels. From the mountains of Italy to the valleys of Spain, always just beyond our grasp. But our eyes and ears are everywhere, and the beacon will be found. I will scour the ends of the earth until it is located. So it is written, and so it shall be.
So yeah, now we see somewhat of the reason why what's-his-face, Atticus Thorne, is going after this mansion. Because of the mansion? Because of the mansion? Because of the lantern we are currently holding. Which is just great, because now we are literally right in the middle of this whole situation. Like, there is no escape for us anymore. We are a part of this whole problem between what's-her-face, the Crystal Ball, and the Order of Shadows, and we have no way out because we are stuck with the lantern. So that's unfortunate. Did the lectern just move to the other side of the room? I swear to god it was over there a few seconds ago. Whatever. We're just gonna move on. I keep forgetting I have to actually walk through the doors. I don't remember where we're supposed to go next, but we have 200 souls, so we're supposed to go somewhere with 200 souls. It's not the kitchen. Not the pantry. Normally this game is very linear. Like, you get exactly enough to open the next room, and that's it. But I think sometimes you're given at least, like, a couple options of where you want to go next. It doesn't really matter, because it's only ever, like, two different ways you can go. Ah, dining room. We can go in here. But still, at least it offers some sort of, not really branching pathways, but at least if you want to put off a different room for later, sometimes you can do that. I should have put off this room for later. We're doing, like, all of the worst rooms at the beginning of the game in this one episode. Where was he aiming? Sorry about going silent there. Sometimes when I have to spam a lot, it takes a lot of energy and I have to like shut up for a second or I won't be able to go max speed. I keep going into like full speed mode every time I see an enemy, and even though unless it's something like that, I really don't need to. Yeah, if you're good at spamming buttons, you will not have that much trouble with combat in this game. Because it's mostly just hold down the shoot button, or hold down the aim button, spam the shoot button, and move around as you're dodging. Also, this is a secret. You could tell because it was upside down. We have 11 lives. This is going by insanely quick. Okay, so this room sucks. You have to walk around and collect every single candle. Like you just have to chase it until you can touch it. And once you touch it, it starts following you. But you have to get all of them. Can you shoot them? No, you must touch them. Which is just great because you go so slow. And you need to get every single one. I think I can kind of understand why I was so afraid of this game as a kid. Mostly because, like, it was dark and there was creepy stuff happening. Like, I mean, obviously this stuff isn't exactly terrifying, but at the very least it's not creepy, I guess. Not these candles. I'm not talking about these candles with small children's laughs. I'm mostly talking about, like, the enemies. Like, we're gonna see some crazy shit later on. Like those things, it's no wonder why I was terrified of them. One in particular was just absolutely the worst. Oh my god, these candles. They move so much faster than you. I think I got the other one. Alright, I think you're also able to collect the candles by having them touch your trail of candles. And I think that's how I got one in the back, even though I was nowhere near it. It's a fairly simple room, this one, but it's still pretty annoying. Out of spite, I am going to break every single one of these plates. I already took out most of them when I was trying to get candles, actually. Now it's time to look for that. Oh yeah, I forgot to mention, there's one more thing that the game doesn't tell you. When you get more soul gems, you're able to collect more souls at once. So now that we have 2, we're able to collect 3 at once. By default, we're only allowed to collect 2, so on and so forth. Also, there's a health thing over there. Increased health with reroll. Just going along this so I can collect anything that I can. There we go. Okay. Of course I missed the one jump. This game can feel a little bit slow at times because of your movement speed. But I guess it kind of adds to the atmosphere, I guess. I noticed that I say "I guess" a lot.
That piece completes the organist death certificate.
Like, as in, I'll say it once at the beginning of the sentence, and then I'll say "I guess" another time at the end of the sentence. I don't know why I do that, but I just do. There's a spider around here. I'm probably gonna throw in the next room too, just because it's also one of the annoying ones. Well, I mean, it's kind of annoying. It's not that bad, but if you mess it up, it's annoying because you have to start all the way from the beginning. That's what's so bad about it. I love how all of the enemies just pause while you're in the middle of like the animations for collecting all the souls. Like everything just freezes and they just let you do that, and then immediately after they start trying to kill you again. Yeah, I'm gonna do the next room just because it's annoying. Well, I mean, it's not that bad, but if you screw it up, it's annoying because you have to start over. I know I already said that, but whatever. The only problem is I don't remember where it is. Oh wait, this is it right here. Okay, this is the problem. This game likes to corner you a lot. Have you guys noticed that? I don't think I've lost a. Yeah, I haven't lost a single life so far. We are still early in the series though, so. There's the switch. But it's not going to be that easy to get it. Or at least not as easy as it seems. So yeah, we can't get there because there's wind pushing us back. The only way to get there is to use these spider enemies to get all the way up to the front. We have to go from large spider to large spider. And if we mess up, like if we accidentally kill the one that we're currently using without being attached to another, we get sent all the way back. And that's very easy to do because these ones in particular, specifically for this room, have pretty much zero health. So we have to get this perfect. Once we get to the very end, though, it's not that bad. Oh, that's gonna hurt. Oh, come on, that did so much damage. Well, there's our first death. But yeah, once we defeat him, now we're finally able to move on. It really sucks that we had to have our first death right there. Especially because I just said that we haven't died so far. Um, but with that being said, even just hitting the switch in this room is not the end of this room. Unlike most other rooms where it is. You'll see in about a moment or so. Time for a boss fight.
Not worth my time.
Obviously, they're gonna get harder as it goes along, but it's not gonna be hard, this first one. Like, he's already almost dead.
Go now.
There we go.
But before I do, just know I'll be watching you.
So yeah, throughout the game, you're gonna get occasional boss fights against him. He's just gonna show up. and you'll have to fight him before you can actually finish the room. Then and only then will you be allowed to collect the souls. They're usually not that hard, actually. I noticed that this game's fighting isn't that bad. Except for, like, very much later in the game. Because the enemies start to do a lot of damage. Then again, those big spiders do a lot of damage too. That took off, like, what, a quarter of my health bar? But it's usually not that bad. There's only like a couple enemies that are really problematic. And the thing is, I think one of them actually shows up in like the next area. If I could just find where the last souls are. It's probably somewhere further back in the room. But I know that if I go all the way further back and it's not back there, then I'm gonna have to walk all the way back. I'm complaining a lot about this game. I'm making it seem very negative. It's not. It's a fun game, and it's good. It's fun, and if you want something spooky, but you're a coward like me, this is something you should play, because it's not that bad. Also, I should probably mention, this game has a hard mode. Hard mode sucks. Because it's not really any more challenging. All they did was make it so that enemies deal more damage. It's the exact same game otherwise. And, like, it is impossible sometimes because the way the game floods you with enemies later.
You know, I can stand the bats and the rats. I can deal with the spiders. I can even tolerate the evil spirits. And do you know why? Because they do not interrupt me. Give me that death certificate. But there's... I don't believe a word of this rubbish. I wouldn't put my music before my own life. That would be, well, never mind. I don't have time for any of this. Do you smell something? There's a peculiar odor lingering about. It's not you, is it? Oh, and speaking of disturbances, take this rock off my precious keys. Yes! All right! You may call it a soul gem, but to me it's just another distraction. And I absolutely must get back to my music. So go on, run along. Shoo! Shoo! And get us back our mansion.
A lot of these guys seem to know they're dead. Hang on.
Now you can fire ultra shots and wipe out whole groups of enemies.
Anyway, a lot of these guys seem to know that they're dead, but at the same time seem to refuse to acknowledge how they died. And I don't quite understand that. But what I do understand is that this will be immensely helpful later, because the game starts to flood you with enemies. I need to figure that out. I need to actually go through doors.
In part, our situation here in the mansion benefits from understanding the beacon itself and its origins. The monks created it to ensnare and purify evil spirits for guidance to the afterlife. But in the wrong hands, it could be used to harm good spirits and cast them into the fiery depths of the afterdeath. Forming the Brotherhood of the Soul, they vowed to protect the beacon and the balance of the spirit world from the Order of Shadows ever after.
There's something walking in here. Oh, no, that was our footsteps. For some reason, the game was playing our footstep sound. yeah, I think this is where I'm gonna end the episode for today. Uh, we made a surprising amount of progress this episode. Uh, we beat like what, 4 rooms? All of the obnoxious ones for early on. For the most part, the rest of this downstairs hallway area shouldn't be that bad. But yeah, that's about it for today. Um, thank you for watching. I really do appreciate seeing you guys hanging around. I know it just seems like I'm just saying this because, oh, stereotypical YouTube outro. I really do appreciate that people are willing to sit around, listen to me, listen to me talk about just whatever while I play a stupid video game. Um, yeah, and then now it's time for the actual stereotypical YouTube outro stuff. If you enjoyed the video, leave a like. If you didn't, maybe leave a dislike. It lets me know whether or not you guys are enjoying this or not. If you have something to say to me, leave a comment. Also, the last 2 episodes, I forgot to mention that I live stream. You probably know that because I upload the archives here on the same channel. But yeah, you can find where I live stream in the About section of my channel. I think. There's probably a link somewhere on there. Um, and that's about it. Once more, thank you for sticking around. I appreciate seeing you guys around and hanging out. It's really nice to see that you guys want to hang out like this. Um, alright, one more thing. Um, if you know someone who you think might like these videos, tell them, show them. You know? It's always, the more the merrier, you know? That's what they say, I think. But that's about it. I'll see you guys next time. Peace.